Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important topic of CSS, that is HEX model. So HEX is also one of the color model that we can use in CSS to apply some color either on text, on background, or as a border. Okay. So prior to this session, we discussed about other ways like coloring the process through RGB model, right? We discussed about RGB and RGBA model. Prior to that, we discussed about predefined color names or CSS color name, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will talk about the HEX model. We will see what is HEX model, how to apply colors using HEX model, how we can control the transparency or opacity using HEX model. Okay, so by the end of this session, we will be able to answer all these questions like what is HEX model, why do we need HEX model, how to apply color through HEX model, and how many types of values we can pass to a HEX model in order to apply the color. Okay, but before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being, we are just focusing only on the process that uses HEX model or HEX color. Clear? Fine. So I think now we are good to start with the session, and here you can see we have one code noted down. The code is very simple and straightforward. We have just put one title in the head section, and there is one heading showing CSS Cascading Style Sheets by Sharmit. Now you can save this code and refresh the browser. So once you refresh the browser, you can see CSS Cascading Style Sheets by Sharmit has been populated on web browser. Okay, perfect. Now here I'll put another heading just to show the topic name, and topic name is HEX Color Model in CSS. Okay, fine. So this is the heading. Now if you refresh the browser, you will see that heading is also coming. Now let's start with the definition itself, like what exactly the HEX is. So here HEX stands for hexadecimal, which is a base 16. Okay, so in short you can say it represents red, green, blue or RGB values in 6-digit format. Okay, so in HEX model, RGB are the primary color, but they are represented in 6-digit format. Okay, where if I show you the syntax, let me put some comment here so that I can explain you how this HEX model works. So let me put comment. Okay, so in RGBA model, in this model, HEX model, the values are like this: RR, GG, BB. Okay, where RR equal red, okay, which ranges from 00 to FF. Then we have green, okay, which ranges from 00 to FF. Okay, let me add this like, okay, fine. Then we have blue, BB, which ranges from, which means blue, and it is also ranges from 00 to FF. Okay, so this is how the syntax is created for HEX model. Clear? Now this is called 6-digit HEX model. Similarly, we can create a 3-digit HEX model. So if your values are repeated, so you can write only one time. I'll tell you when we are going to write the example for it, but for time being, just focus on this part. Just focus on this part where we are mentioning 6-digit value. Okay, so let's see the example. So now what we will do, we will write some text. Let me write text first. So here I can write H3. Okay, and here we will write a text like HEX color value, HEX 6-digit color value. Okay, 6-digit color value, HEX 6-digit color value. Okay, now after this, what we will do, we will apply some color to it. So let's say I want to apply red color. So instead of applying it directly, I will use hex code. How? Let me show you. So firstly, you need to write here style, because we are using inline CSS. Then you can go for color, and in color, or maybe you can we can apply background color so that it would be much more clear to you. So let's apply background color. Here, instead of selecting direct color, let's select hash, and the values for red I will go with double F, because double F means higher intensity. Then 0000. Okay, then you can simply save it and refresh the browser. So once you refresh the browser, you will see that red color has been applied to this text. Clear? Similarly, if let's say if you want to apply a blue or green color, so in case of green color, you just need to replace the middle two values with double F. Perfect. So now you can see green color has been applied. Similarly, if you want to apply blue color, you can paste it like this and replace the last two zeros with double F, and save it and refresh it. So now it is coming with a blue color. So this is how it works. Okay, now another interesting thing, let's say if someone makes all values as 00, so what will happen? Let me show you. So if you make it all values as 00, it would come as a black color. Okay, similarly, if someone makes all these values as double F, then in that case it will come like a white color. So here the background color is white. Okay, so this is how it works. Now some of you might be thinking, like, is it always mandatory to use only these 4 or 5 colors? No, it is not like that. You can create any color as per your requirement. For example, I want to create a yellow color, so instead of 00, here I can mix color FF. So in this situation it will come with a yellow color. Likewise, if you want to change other, like if you want to create any other color, so it is up to you, like how you want to color the things. But if you want to, you can see here double F00 F0, so this is coming like a pink color. So you can just give a hit and try, and it will give you idea like how we are writing these things. Okay, so here what we do, we just use double 6-digit hex value. So let me put this in heading also, so that there is no confusion between. So H2 hex 6-digit hex 6-digit color value. Okay, save it and refresh it. So you can see this heading is coming here. Now similarly, we will talk about the 8-digit hex value. Let me show you how it works. So basically 8-digit is also working on the same pattern, but there we have another extra 2 argument. Let me show you that. I'll copy this comment here, and we have similar thing RRGGBB and AA, where AA is showing hex value, not hex value, it is showing the opacity. Okay, so you can say opacity, which ranges from 0.0 to 1.0. Okay, so this is called RRGGBB AA model. Now let me show you how it works. For example, we want to color the thing in a red, okay, but not in that much of intensity. Instead of that, I want to control the opacity. So in that case, what I can do here, instead of FF, keep it as FF. Extra parameter I would add here, and that would look like this. So here, let me show you in a different way, because we have created it, right? So similarly, like we have now what we are going to do, we are going to control that its transparency, right? So for transparency, let's go with a, here I can put a 7F. Okay, now you can save it and refresh it. So you can see it is coming in a different way. Okay, let me show you in other easy way so that you can identify how it works. So you can see the difference between the color, right? We have applied FF000080. So in this situation, it is coming with a 50% transparent red. Okay, which looks like this, 50% transparent red. Likewise, if you want to change, and let's say if you want to create a 50% transparent green, so in that situation you can make the values like this. Here you can put 00 FF 007F. So this is 50% transparent green. So you can see the difference. Here 6-digit value, here we are using 8-digit value. Let me change in the text also, otherwise you might get confused. Here we are doing 8-digit, okay, and here also. So this is called 8-digit value. Clear? So this is how it works. Similarly, if you want to go for a 3-digit hex value, let me show you how it works. So let me copy it from here to save the time, and here I will write 3-digit hex value. Hex color value. So here let's say if few things are repeated, here you can see FF 0000. So instead of repeating it every time, we can write one from a pair. That means instead of FF write F, instead of 00 write 0, instead of 00 write 0. That's it. So now you can see this is coming as a red only. Okay. Why? Because we have just shortened the hex value. So this is how you can shorten the hex value if you want to, but it would work only if your values are different. If there are pairs of color, okay, like 00 can be written as 0, FF can be written as F, 00 can be written as 0. Okay. So I hope this session is clear to all of you, where we just discuss how to use hex model in order to color the text. You can also use it for coloring the text, for border, okay. And if we talk about real world uses, then yes, it is used in web designing for to color the HTML and elements. It is used for branding, because companies define brand color using hex code. It is used for graphics and UI design, CSS framework, yes, Bootstrap, Tailwind, CSS. These are the things that are utilizing this. Okay. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.